The New York City Council is voting today on several major redevelopment plans in Queens and the Bronx.
Now, the plans could add nearly 10,000 new affordable housing units in their respective neighborhoods, but they are facing a few challenges. And this morning, we're joined by Deputy Mayor of Housing and Economic Development, Adolfo Carrion, who can bring us up to speed on exactly what's going on. Good morning.
Good morning, Craig. Good morning, Hazel.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so we're talking about the future of One LIC, that plan to kind of expand the waterfront from Queensbridge to Gantry Park. Tell us about the project, and when do you think it will go before the entire City Council?
So today it goes before a subcommittee. It's the important step in the process because that's where the final deal gets cut. That neighborhood, which is south of Queensbridge Park and the Queensboro Bridge, I still don't call it the Ed Koch Bridge. I can't get myself to do that. And it goes down to Gantry Park, Gantry Plaza Park. Just think, New York City skyline, Pepsi-Cola sign, Long Island, the old Long Island Railroad train car exchange structure there. The neighborhood lies in that area. It largely was manufacturing, and it was left out of the other rezonings that occurred. This neighborhood rezoning will deliver almost 15,000 units of housing in that neighborhood. More than a third, or close to 4,500 of those units, will be permanently affordable housing for working families, for low-income families, supportive housing, mixed into market rate housing neighborhood. They will get a new school, at least one new school.
Oh, wow.
Council member Julie Wan has been a phenomenal partner and champion, and is really getting it across the finish line. And you know what this requires is hard work with the host community, because they are the community. Last week I spoke to the business people at the Long Island City Partnership Summit. They're excited about it, they support it, the local residents support it, and we're gonna get an entire waterfront park between Queensbridge Park and Gantry Plaza Park.
Yeah, but part of that land included in that is owned by Con Ed, correct?
Yes.
And so they're supposed to pay for part of this project, but now they're kind of holding off. Community leaders are concerned about that. They spoke with us. Let's listen to what they had to say, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
We refuse to connect Queensbridge Park to Gantry Park so that we can stop the segregation of folks who are living in low income, and mostly black and brown folks, to the Asian and white people who live in very wealthy parts of my neighborhood.
That's a very big piece of the plan, and that would be a huge loss if that doesn't happen, and if Con Ed doesn't deliver.
Can they move forward
Both
without it?
Julie Wan and the community board chair and the community board have been great partners. They've been fighting with Con Ed to ensure that they deliver that connection. What we need is an easement, but the rezoning requires any future development that happens on that site to deliver open space, waterfront parkland. They are in discussions with Con Ed.
Yeah.
We are pressuring Con Ed. I will take this platform to say to this big utility, you need to be a community partner here and get this park across the finish line.
But it can't go forward without them.
It will go forward, and Con Ed will be delivering for this parkland.
All right, well, they did issue a statement, and it basically says Con Ed supports the goals of the rezoning. As a regulated utility, any land transfer must follow established state regulatory processes. We've already initiated this process. So, you know, I mean, how long could this state approval process take place?
The state approval process could take a while, but we're very optimistic that with our state partner, the governor has been great and supportive, and her team has been supportive, the state officials have been supportive. And we will continue to insist that Con Edison be a good, strong partner with New York City. We are the customer base.
Yeah. And let's face it, every community on a waterfront wants a knock your socks off waterfront.
Of course.
You know, that they can be proud of.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
And you know, one of the other places where we're delivering something like that, you guys covered it, is the Brooklyn Marine Terminal.
Yeah.
It has a future with housing, with an electric port in New York Harbor, 6,000 units of housing. And then there is, of course, some of the other neighborhood plans. Jamaica.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
The Jamaica plan, Hazel, gets voted on today.
As well.
And that, you know, hats off to Councilmember Natasha Williams. The Speaker of the City Council has been a great partner in this. And there, just think, Jamaica sits literally between LaGuardia Airport on one side and JFK on the other.
Yeah.
And it's been a bit of a desert in terms of economic opportunity and in terms of development, and it's got an amazing infrastructure. So we're investing hundreds of millions of dollars in building on that transportation infrastructure to allow for the development of more than 12,000 units. And again, a third of them will be permanently affordable, and it will be the largest area in the city where we have applied this zoning tool called mandatory inclusionary housing. Okay. And in plain English, that means if you're a developer, Craig, and you have a site and you're going to do 100 units of housing, we will give you a bonus, and in return, you're required to deliver affordable housing for New Yorkers. And that percentage of affordable housing is permanent. In addition to that, huge investments in the neighborhood, supporting the local businesses, and trying to tie the local economy to the airport economy.
Yeah.
There is such a machine. You think about the Port Authority, you think about the food chain of activity around an airport, any American airport. There are manufacturing and small business and support service business opportunities that are right there. Light manufacturing stuff, food delivery, transportation, you know, logistics.
Well, let's talk. I mean, community development is in your blood. You're the former Bronx Borough president, so there's another development that is being voted on very soon that you are very excited about.
I never say this on TV, but dude, this is huge. This is my baby. I was in the district manager in the early 1990s, and we were working to transform the Kingsbridge Armory. City Council in the late 90s, trying to deliver on the Kingsbridge Armory. Borough president from 2000 to 2009. We had the package, it fell off the rails, it's fallen off the rails a number of times, and finally, the largest armory in the United States, one of the oldest, is going to be transformed. Just think about that. The footprint of that armory is about 4 city blocks in total.
Wow.
So that will be transformed into a cultural, arts, recreation, commercial, and community facility center that will be a job engine for that community. And we, as the city, have invested more than $200 million of capital just to make sure this happens. And ultimately, it'll be about a $750 million deal with thousands of jobs for the host community and tremendous business opportunity related to that use. And on top of that, 2 residential towers that will deliver 500 units of affordable housing on the north face of that block. Phenomenal. I'm very excited. Thank you to the borough president. Thank you especially to Council Member Purina Sanchez. It's my old council district, the 14th, and she's delivering for the people. Phenomenal.
Well, that's why you're in such good shape, man. You're doing a lot of work.
Yeah. I am doing a lot of work for a grandpa.
And congratulations.
Congrats on that.
Little James arrived.
Oh, well, congratulations to you. I mean, you're crazy work, and we didn't even get a chance to talk about the Brooklyn Marine Terminal. But thank you again for coming in. We appreciate it. Always great to see you.
Always great.